Hello there. I'm going to do a reading for Australia for the following year, 2012. Month by month, I've chosen 12 different decks to represent each month, and let's have a look and see what's in store for the whole year of 2012 for Australia. So I'll begin with January, which has already begun. Wait, now is not the best time for the move. The energies will be more aligned at a later date and things will flow more easily. So there's some energies building around Australia. Australia is in a very quiet anticipation mode. So there's some things that are happening that we need to be aware of about to come to fruition. So that might be waiting to see what the rest of the world is doing in terms of finances and the financial issues that are plaguing Europe and Greece and Italy. And maybe we're just in this kind of holding zone at the moment, enjoying life, enjoying the summer, and enjoying Christmas and New Year celebrations. So nothing major is happening, but there is some energies building for the next couple of months. So this quiet is the quiet before the storm. Let's see what's going to happen in February. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. So Australia is going to be instrumental in sending love and support to other countries and other communities and other people that are suffering at the moment. And that could be we're sending aid to other countries that have had famine, that have had natural disasters. We're going to be instrumental in sharing what we have. We're not a nation of people that don't care. We're not a selfish nation. We're a very giving nation. So this says to me that we're going to be giving a lot in February. There might be some international. I don't think it's necessarily giving to our own country. I don't think there's anything happening in Australia in February. Unlike last year with the floods, I feel that this is giving to other nations, other people, helping them. And I feel that this spirit of friendship and the spirit of kinship is really what will unite Australians, because there is a lot of need all around us. It could also relate to issues on boat people and how we view our treatment of asylum seekers and people that are wanting just a new start and a place to call home. How we treat them and how we process them is going to change dramatically. It's going to be more human, it's going to be more loving and more in the spirit of kinship and friendship. March. Place beyond time. Do not get so caught up with the everyday drama of life. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and allow it to carry you into the peaceful space inside your heart, an eternal place beyond time filled only with love. Wow. So there's a lot of universal love being sent to Australia at the moment. It's almost like we've entered a porthole of heart chakra opening. The country, the land, the earth has chakras, and it seems to me that there's a heart opening in Australia for the land itself, for people, and for compassion. So there seems to be a revival, a movement, an underground movement of caring and sharing in communities and for the environment, and it's beginning here. It's already begun, but it's gaining momentum, it's gaining force, and it's just through pure passion and love for each other and the earth. So you can see that in communities every day. There's permaculture, community gardens opening up. There's people wanting to share and plant good food so that we have good resources available to us. There's people talking on the internet about how things are and how we'd like to create change. A lot of imbalances in the treatment of people and animals are coming to light, and there's a lot of discussion and talk about these things. So Australia is becoming quite a very compassionate place. January, February, March, April. A favourable outcome. Wow, so it looks like we will survive any international monetary problems. It looks like we're going to have a strong economy. The economy is going to pick up, and everything that we've been worried about is actually not going to happen. So I think that we've dodged a bullet there, and we should be very grateful for what we do have, and the fact that there's a lot of people doing a lot of work in Australia from a heart level that has allowed us to survive any international problems. Well done. January, February, March, April, May. Wait. There's a lot of waiting going on. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So there's 2 wait cards. One in January and one in May. Anticipation. There's things going on in the world, and we aren't in the eye of the hurricane, but we're certainly going to help clean up. We're just getting a feeling that's New Zealand. We're going to help New Zealand. So there's something going on in New Zealand, and we're going to rally and help our brothers across the water. And it could be earthquakes in New Zealand. We're certainly, I'm actually getting there's 2 lots. So there's some coming very, very soon. They're going to be quite huge. And then there's another wave in around May. So there's a lot of, Australia's going to be okay, but we've got a lot of heart opening for people that are going through terrible situations that aren't their problem, aren't their fault. It's a collective thing, and I think we're going to band together and help. And we're sort of waiting. It's almost like there's no energy of any problems or anything for us to directly worry about. It's just we're in this like anticipation mode. June. Music of the spheres. This relates to universal energies. So there's a lot of cosmic energy being directed towards Australia. So music is the octaves, the sound vibration, sound healing. There's a lot of energy that travels through space, and it's being directed towards us. The moon energy, the lunar energy. So and also the Aborigines have done a lot of work with sound vibration and the didgeridoo. They play the didgeridoo not just to tell their stories, but to also balance the energy of the earth, and that's what's been happening. Music festivals are going to spring up all over the place. Music is going to be very important for inspiring people. Australian artists are going to hit #1 charts all around the world because their music is going to unite people, and it's going to heal people on many levels, and music is going to be very important. July. Oh, the phoenix rising from the ashes, resurrection, surrender. It's also fire energy. Lots of bushfires, lots of fire. Australia's going to burn a bit, but through that there's going to be resurrection, there's going to be regrowth, we're going to be stronger. It won't destroy us, it will purify us. Wow, okay. August, love begins, an oasis. After the clearing, there's this beautiful Garden of Eden energy around. So lots of growth, lots of development, lots of communities working together, mateship, a lot of connectedness, a lot of feelings of wanting a pure food supply, wanting a pure water supply. Everything's fine, everything's love, everything's okay, no worries, mate. Everything's working. So this energy of the fire burning up everything that we don't need anymore is then allowing us to have more fertility and more everything that's good creates more of it. September, we're on our spiritual path. We're in the right place at the right time. I tell you, Australia's on good wicket. We're in the spiritual path. Australians are really doing a good job. So basically, people have karma, but countries have karma as well. And our karma, our path, our direction, our future is clear, and there's no obstacles, and it's safe, and it's a good path, and it's a right path for us. So our path is to open our hearts to others and not protect it, all our resources, but to share it with everybody and to have friendship and humour and love in that. Our path is clear. We know who we are as a nation and we know where we're going, and we're quite abundant in that direction. October. Yes. We know where we're going, but our government has been hiding a few things from us. The underworld. So hidden things, secret deals, secret handshakes, secret things that aren't positive for the environment, uncovering not conspiracies because they're going to be uncovered, rorts, things where things are out of balance and things where things are being sold off without our knowledge, like land parcels being sold off right under our noses. I'm getting the feeling about the gas issue, the coal mine seam gas issue. Like parcels of land have been taken without anybody knowing, and it's all secret and it's all hidden, but it will come to light and the government will be very, very embarrassed, and not only embarrassed, having to make apologies and to make amends for the mistakes that they've made, because this is a big mistake. When you've got to go cloak and dagger and hide things from the people, then people are going to uprise and want the truth, and they want a government that's going to support the land where we live and support the farmers and support the communities. They don't want people selling off large chunks of our land to China and other countries without us knowing. So there's some underhanded deals that are going to come to light, some big scandals. September, hey? Oh no, October, wow. November. Emotional flow. Okay, so I'm feeling that there's some sadness here because of information that's coming to light about how our government hasn't been authentic and haven't been doing the best for the highest, for the people, for the community. It looks like there's a lot of what's that word when somebody knows something and I can't think of the word. Let me just tune in. Bureaucracy has cost a lot. So red tape and the bureaucratic system is going to cost people a lot. And that could relate to things like insurance companies not giving payouts to victims of natural disasters. It's also the government. I'm getting a lot of government mishandling, misconduct, just a lot of criminal behaviour within our government. And also the animals. I'm getting whales, dolphins. There's some kind of problem or massacre or some kind of waste to do with animals. So it could be Japanese whaling boats where the government's made political deals and are allowing them to shoot in our waters and capture whales, something like that, and it causes an outpouring of grief from people because the shameless greed of the government and the shameless negative experience instead of what should really be a government upholding our greatest needs and desires, not wanting selfish gain and selfish glory. Oh. Transition to the spirit realm. December. December is traditionally been prophesized. 2012, December 21st, 2012 is going to be what they consider the end of the Mayan calendar. And I mean, I feel that energy porthole has already opened. Maybe 2010 it began. But there has been some prophecy about shifts of land mass and shifts of polar energy, and also the photon belt that's in the space. And here we've got Angel de los Muertos, which is transition to the spirit realm. So that's death. And it's saying that there may be a lot of souls that can't handle the new energy. And so that a lot more people may decide to depart. And that could be just a lot more, and perhaps even famous people that are passing away. And it's drawn to your attention because they're famous. You start to think, oh, there's a lot of people that are passing away this year, or particularly in December. So the sorrow, the emotional flow before the death card tells me that there is a situation brewing that could be prevented, but it looks like it's part of the path or the journey. It's the journey that's happening. So there is a transition. There is perhaps a natural disaster or some accident that's going to happen that may claim a lot of souls. So the sorrow is going to be felt before this happens. People are going to feel the tension. People are going to have premonitions. People are going to know that this is going to happen before it happens, but they're powerless to do anything about it because it is part of the journey. It's part of the path, part of the karma of this country, and the people that choose to pass over. That is perfect and right for their journey. So we are sorrowful, but it looks like it's the destiny, and we just have to accept it. On another level, this could also be the death to old ways of operating, old ways of being, old ways of doing things. It could be the ending of the transition, the change of our old lifestyle, the old changing of the guard, a different way of living, a different way of working, a different way of being here in Australia. So we have to grieve the past and adapt to the future. The card in the middle is the overall energy of the year. You're on the right path. Archangel Michael says we're heading in the right direction. So everything will be okay. Our society will be fine. It will live. It's not the end of the world. It will be transition. So transition is complex. It means you've got to adapt. You've got to change. You've got to go with the flow. Change with the times. Grieve the loss of emotions and the loss of people. People will pass over this year, and grieve them, honour them for who they are and their place in the world and what they've contributed to our society. But adapt to this new world and open our hearts with the true tradition of Australia, which is unconditional love, mateship, honour. I'll help you. Come on, mate. Let us all get together and help each other. And we're just waiting for this energy to come in, because it's going to come in. December's going to be a big month. Wow, I can feel the emotion. There's something going to happen. We can't stop it. We just have to be aware of it. There's a lot of stuff happening for New Zealand. I can feel it. And they're like our brothers, so we want to help them. Yeah.